ICT and Synchronous Communication in Language Learning. Updated December 19, 2025 by Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL. Time to read 9 minutes, 14 views, no comments. Table of contents. Video of ICT and Synchronous Communication. Information and Communication Technology, ICT. The web as a source of authentic materials. ICT versus call. Features of effective call programs. Synchronous computer-mediated communication, SCMC. Research on SCMC and communication. Voice-based SCMC and speaking skills. Internet Relay Chat, IRC, and instant messaging. Educational benefits of chat programs. References. Information and Communication Technology, ICT, has transformed language learning by providing access to authentic materials, interactive tools, and online communication platforms. From general-purpose software to advanced computer-assisted language learning, call, programs, ICT offers learners and teachers opportunities to improve language skills effectively. Synchronous computer-mediated communication, SCMC, and instant messaging platforms allow real-time interaction, enhancing collaboration, self-correction, and speaking practice for L2 learners. This post explores the role of ICT and SCMC in modern language education, highlighting research findings and practical applications. Video of ICT and Synchronous Communication. Information and Communication Technology, ICT. Information and Communication Technology, ICT, refers to a wide variety of technologies that move well beyond general-purpose generic computer tools, such as emails, word processors, and databases of different kinds. LELB and Hubbard, 2005. ICTs have made a strong and positive influence on the language teaching classrooms, and combined with the resources available through the World Wide Web and the Internet embrace many of the technologies that are frequently used by language teachers and learners. The web as a source of authentic materials. The web is a comprehensive source of content as a window to the wider world outside the class. Thus, it is an available collection of authentic materials. Dunay and Hockley, 2007. In addition, the technology needed to use the Internet for educational purposes is reasonably limited, and the odds of encountering major problems in using the web for learning are relatively weak. Furthermore, as stated by Dunay and Hockley, 2007, the students do not necessarily have to rely upon a constantly stable Internet connection, as they can save local copies of the located content on their computers or other digital devices. Also, the students can simply print out useful pages for later use. ICT versus call. LELB and Hubbard, 2005, maintain that ICT and call are not exactly interchangeable. They believe that ICTs are limited to the goals and needs of the language classroom and fail to reflect the research, design, and development arms of call and the work that goes into making and evaluating new language learning tutors and tools. Furthermore, ICTs represent well-established mainstream technologies generally designed for the native speakers of English. However, call makes a good contribution especially to non-native speakers of English and even other languages. Features of effective call programs. Distance learning and call in modern language education. Kekskis, 1986, undertook a study in Hungary to evaluate the performance of 3 types of computer programs developed in English and Russian to account for both accuracy and fluency. The results of the study illuminated this point that any computer program on the premise of communicative call must have at least the following 3 features to achieve optimum success. 1. The program must be complex, cyclical, and generative, CCG. 2. It must make preparatory adjustments to help the learners fulfill compensatory competency. And 3. It must offer real communicative work to accommodate requisite interaction. Synchronous computer-mediated communication, SCMC. Synchronous CMC refers to real-time interaction between people over either a local or wide area network. Smith, 2004. In this mode of communication, messages are typed, sent, and received instantaneously, and the communicators are supposed to interact with each other in the same session. It has been argued that SCMC interactions provide learners with more additional processing and planning time than face-to-face interactions. In addition, SCMC may provide learners with enhanced visual saliency of complex or low salience forms. Smith, 2003. Smith, 2010, as cited in Mackey, 2012, Vandergriff, 2006. Furthermore, Lion Zhao, 2006, noticed that online chat interactions result in more occurrences of learner self-correction in comparison to face-to-face interactions, with 10 out of 12 participants providing more self-correction during the online tasks. Research on SCMC and communication. Vandergriff, 2006, carried out a study to compare face-to-face and synchronous CMC to ascertain how the communication medium affects grounding or the collaborative efforts of two or more communicators to establish shared information or beliefs. The results indicated that SCMC promotes negotiation by affecting the communicative interaction among L2 learners and encouraging them to play a greater role in managing the discourse. Furthermore, according to Chappell and Jameson, 2008, computers can trigger communication between teachers and students and among students through providing appropriate input, particularly by facilitating oral communication. Voice-based SCMC and speaking skills. Alastui, 2011, conducted a study on the impact of synchronous voice-based CMC, SCCMC, on the level of achievement obtained by L2 students of English. The results indicated that SCCMC can help the students to improve their speaking skills because Voice over Internet Protocol (VoIP) tools provide L2 learners with ample opportunities to practice negotiation of meaning. Internet Relay Chat (IRC) and Instant Messaging. Internet Relay Chat (IRC) or instant messaging is a text-based synchronous communication tool to send and receive short messages among online users, which requires them to install a client program, namely Yahoo Messenger, MSN Messenger, Google Talk, etc. Dewdney and Hockley, 2007, Manning and Johnson, 2011. In recent instant messaging software programs, namely Skype, e-learners can exchange files and hold voice conferences besides chatting. However, IRC was initially used for group meetings in many online courses before the emergence of video and voice conferencing. Manning and Johnson, 2011. Educational benefits of chat programs. Chat programs are becoming increasingly popular in educational institutions. Chappell and Jameson, 2008. Using chat for educational purposes can strongly motivate the learners because, on the one hand, it is real-time communication, and on the other hand, chatting opens up the possibility of accommodating even overseas students throughout the entire globe. Dewdney and Hockley, 2007. Examining the logs from chat sessions can help teachers to recycle language that students interactively generate in order to create a variety of different exercises. Chappell and Jameson, 2008. References. Alastui, M. C. B. Chappell, C. A. and Jameson, J. 2008. Dewdney, G. and Hockley, N. 2007. Kekskis, I. 1988. Computer Pro. Lai, C. and Zhao, Y. 2006. Noticing in Text-Based Online Chat. Levy, M. and Hubbard, P. 2005. Why Call? Computer-Assisted Language Learning, Mackey, A. 2012. Input, Interaction, and Corrective Feedback in L2 Learning. Manning, S., and Johnson, K. E. 2011. The Technology Tool Belt for Teaching. Smith, B. 2003. The Use of Communication Strategies in Computer-Mediated Communication. Smith, B. 2004. Computer-Mediated Negotiated Interaction and Lexical Acquisition. Vandergriff, I. 2006. Negotiating Common Ground in Computer-Mediated versus Face-to-Face Discussions. Summarize with ChatGPT. Share this post. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Telegram, print email. About the author. Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL. Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL is an English and Persian instructor, educator, researcher, inventor, published author, blogger, SEO expert, website developer, entrepreneur, and the creator of LELB Society. He's got a PhD in TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. Number of posts, 4231. Related posts. Computer-mediated communication, CMC, in language learning. TESOL/TESL issues through call. Advantages of call in second language learning. TESOL/TESL issues through call. History and evolution of computer-assisted language learning, call. TESOL/TESL issues through call. Related keywords. ChatGPT chatting communication computer-assisted language learning interaction internet PhD thesis on social presence in call technology.